Hello everyone, Optimus Futures here, back with another Investor RT video. And the topic of today's video is going to be how to link charts, and specifically how to activate the time sync and the scrolling sync feature when activating the linked charts. Now essentially what these will allow you to do is put two separate charts in two different windows on the same time scale. That way, when you scroll, they scroll simultaneously, or you can just have it so they're essentially linked to the same time scale. So first up, you'll need to open up a chart. You can head over to the Open Chart button in the top left-hand corner, located in the platform toolbar. As for your chart type, this is up to you personally. I would, however, suggest to always choose a multi-pane chart. I think this is the most diverse chart of the platform and offers the most features. So I would, once again, suggest a multi-pane chart. And once you have all your styles selected, you'll need to select New. From here, you can open up your chart as you typically would. If you need any assistance on how to open up a chart, feel free and refer back to our video on how to open a chart. But for now, I won't really be touching too much on these settings here. All we need to focus on is our contract type. And one thing to also mention, since we will be opening up multiple windows that will be linking together, I would suggest to open up a small chart size. It really doesn't matter. You can adjust this even after opening it up. But just to make things easier for ourselves, I suggest small for now. So once we have our first chart with our first contract, we'll need to click on the Apply button. We have our chart here, and I'm going to move it out of the way because, as I said, I'll be opening up multiple charts. Now for our next chart, although when you're doing this yourself, you will be selecting two different contracts that somehow reflect to one another. For now, since this is just a demo video, I'll be selecting a random contract. On the CQG data feed, the ES is actually the S&P 500, but the PIT version of it. Like I said, it really doesn't matter. I'll just be opening up for this demo tutorial purposes. So I'm going to click OK. And now I have my second chart here. I can close out my object manager in the background. And now we have two different charts. Now, as you can see, they're on two different time scales currently. And they're on different price actions as well. Now, like I said, we actually have the ability to link these charts together. If you click on the plus button in the bottom right-hand corner, this is where you'll be linking your charts. So the color doesn't matter as long as you select the same color for the two charts you wish to link. So for example, I could apply red to both of these charts and they'll be linked. If I open up two more charts and apply a black linking color, the two charts underneath will be linked, and so on. So when you link a chart, it'll actually request you to save it as something. For now, I'll just be doing the default as Untitled 8. Once I save this chart, I can go on to my next chart that I'd like to link. Again, if I do wish to link two charts together, they need to be the same linking color. So, because I'm linking these two charts together, I'll be selecting red. Now again, I'll need to save. And as of right now, our two charts are linked. As you can see, they are showing the same color, as well as the same symbol here, a little plus button. Now that plus button does represent that they are linked. And now we can take this a step further. If we click on the plus button once more, as you can see, there are three options here in which we have capabilities of linking our chart. There's a multi-link scrolling, the multi-link time sync, and the multi-link symbols. If your symbols are linked as they should be, designated by the same red color, you'll get this plus sign. If you switch it to multi-link scrolling, it'll be represented by an S. And multi-link time sync will be represented by a T. Now, as for whether to choose multi-link scrolling or multi-link time sync, I would personally suggest a multi-link time sync, as they will try and match the time syncs of each chart to their best of their ability. Now, as you can see, they aren't 100% accurate, all the times, but it will attempt to link them to the same time period as best as the platform can do. Now, as for scrolling, it actually won't link and sync the times up together. So because of that, I would just suggest to go with the multi-link time sync, as it is essentially the same feature as the scrolling, but the time periods are synced up, which is most likely why you're trying to use this feature. So because of that, we'll be selecting multi-link time sync on both of our charts. And now once selected, as you can see, by using the mouse wheel, I can scroll back and forth on my charts, and the platform attempts to align them to the same exact time interval, and whatever happens on one chart will happen on the other. So whatever chart I currently have selected, by scrolling on that chart, the other chart will follow suit. And you can mix and match charts. If I wanted to, I can open up, as I mentioned, several other charts, which I'll do so just to show you. So I'll select another candle chart, and I'll be selecting the same two contracts. Again, it doesn't matter since this is for demo purposes only. Typically, you would probably have 4 contracts that somehow relate to each other and link them accordingly. But as you can see, I'll make these yellow. And now that they are linked, I'll put them on multi-link time sync. Select my right chart, and my left chart should follow suit. And as you can see, by scrolling back and forth, my charts are now on the same time sync and are linked appropriately. Thanks for watching. If this video helped, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to give us a call or send us an email. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informative content related to the futures market.